As a leader, what's the reality of your habits and priorities? Hello, you're listening to Well Intel Daily. I'm Annie Hood. This is the podcast that showcases why wellbeing culture matters to you and your business. Conversations in corporate leadership are rightly highlighting the conflict between prioritising wellbeing at work and ambition to get to the top of corporate organisations. Deloitte are one of the companies leading the charge in this discussion. Colleen Bordeaux, who is a workforce experience by design leader for Deloitte, recently shared a very insightful and provocative reflection of leaders' views of what it takes to make it. You may relate to a couple of these examples. This is the first one. Not everyone has the same level of ambition. Getting to the top is a grind, and if you don't do what it takes, someone else will. It's that simple. Number 2, I worked incredibly hard to get where I am, harder than everyone else because I had to, and it took significant personal sacrifices to do that. Now, I don't have a corporate position now, but I can certainly relate to these being the more traditional rite of passage to higher positions in the corporate world. And alongside this, there are several stat sources that suggest close to 70% of senior leaders say that burnout is affecting their ability to make decisions. And further to that, 69% of senior executives say they're thinking of quitting because of the state of well-being they find themselves in. There can be, but not always, a difference between leadership worlds of corporate and entrepreneurial. And those differences, very, very broadly, tend to be performance and ambition, being relative to corporate leadership, and being purpose-driven and doing what you love through entrepreneurialism, creating your own startup. Both of them, though, incredibly hard work. From an entrepreneurial perspective, that often means working to realise a personal passion or solving a huge problem. But that can also be true in the corporate world. And I'm immediately drawn to think of Paul Polman and the work he did when he was CEO of Unilever. He pioneered what was called the Sustainable Living Plan. And that plan integrated sustainability and human rights with Unilever's global business strategy. He sought to optimize social impact and took the company into a future-proofing culture of leadership between 2009 and 2019, a 10-year tenure with Unilever. Leadership culture matters enormously because it sets the tone for everyone else in your company. And we know from research and study that leaders and people, you and I, who prioritise their well-being will perform better. We will be better leaders from having put on our own oxygen mask first. And this means today's leaders really taking this on, flipping over the traditional leadership badge of having slept at the office, put in 16-hour days, whatever it might be. And this is important, not only as a challenge to us, but as a legacy within our own companies, our own company culture, and for future generations. Tomorrow is the 3rd anniversary of the initial COVID-19 lockdown in the UK. And where are we now? Please follow, and may I ask you to share with a friend? That would be fantastic. Be well.